hamburgers, but I want to do a little bit of a twist on our regular old hamburgers. I have some ground sirloin, so a little over a pound. So these are kind of technically going to be quarter pounders, but a little bit more than that. Maybe about a third of a pound instead of a quarter pound. But I have ground sirloin. I like using ground sirloin because it is a leaner cut of meat than ground chuck or ground round, but it has a little bit more fat than lean ground beef to give it a little bit more flavor and moisture to the meat. So I don't like it to be completely lean, but I think about 80% lean, 20% fat is a little bit healthier, but you still get a lot of that same great flavor from the fat. Hey James. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to put some salt and pepper on it, like I did my standard hamburgers. Probably hear James in the background. He's starting to gain a little bit of independence and have his own little personality and start to exert that personality. Anyone with toddlers can probably relate. Alright, so plenty of salt and pepper in that. And I'm also going to use some Italian seasoning. So we have some marjoram, thyme, rosemary, oregano, basil. So a lot of the good Italian herbs. And I'm just using a blend to make it easy instead of measuring everything out. And I'm going to sprinkle that over the meat as well. Alright, and I'm going to mix it all together now. So kind of think about these as maybe like a gluten-free meatball, like a gluten-free Italian meatball. What are you trying to tell us, James? So I love hamburgers. The thing that I don't like about making hamburgers is that my hands always feel so cold whenever I'm mixing the meat together. Do any of y'all have the same thing? I feel like it's kind of like brain freeze, except it's in my hands. I get hand freeze whenever I'm trying to mix ground beef. Alright. Alright, so that's all mixed in. And I'm going to divide this in half. And then divide it in half again. So I'm getting 4 little portions. All right, so just quartering that meat. You can just kind of eyeball it. It doesn't have to be exact. All right. So those look pretty good. All right. So what I'm going to do is stuff these with mozzarella. So between the Italian seasoning and the mozzarella, we're going to have a nice Italian hamburger. All right. And the first one I'm going to make special for James. So I'm kind of making a hole in the middle, kind of like a nest. And I have some dairy-free mozzarella here. So I'm going to get some of that out and put it in the middle of my nest. And then kind of wrap it around. So we're going to have a nice center of cheese there. And I'm actually going to do 2 of these for James, because that way he'll have leftovers and there'll be something I can heat up during the week for him. Now, James has become really fond of dairy-free cheese. He likes the mozzarella dairy-free cheese, and he likes the dairy-free cheddar cheese. Alright, and then again I'm just going to close the hamburger around the hole and close the nest in. And so his are all set. Okay, so we have James dairy-free on the bottom. And I'm going to do the same thing for our hamburgers up here at the top. Make that little nest. Except I have some fresh mozzarella pearls. So instead of getting a block of mozzarella, I got the pearls because they're so much easier just to kind of pull apart like this. They're great to sprinkle on pizza or in pasta or in, there's like a Mediterranean chicken dish I really like to do where you have like little bite-sized pieces of mozzarella that kind of get all melty. But instead of trying to, cut up the block of mozzarella, being able to take a few pearls like this make it real easy to kind of make a circular shape in the middle of our hamburger here. So I'm going to do, let's see, maybe about 6 each, or let's do a little bit. I think we can fit some more. Alright, so I'm doing 7 little pearls in each of those. And that's going to fit nicely. And again, I'm just closing it into a ball around the nest. And that fits nicely in the middle there. So when we grill our hamburgers and then cut into them later, we're going to have a nice gooey middle instead of having a melted cheese on top. Okay, and then I'm going to flatten them out just a little bit from the balls, so they'll cook nice and evenly. And I'm going to grill these on medium-high heat over our gas stove for about probably 6 minutes or so on each side, or until they're cooked medium well through. I want to make sure the hamburgers are cooked completely well. And then instead of having French fries with this, we're going to have julienne's root vegetables with this. We're going to have sweet potatoes and parsnips and beets and, was it carrots? The other one, I'll tell you what the other one is. Carrots, beets, parsnips, and sweet potatoes. So that'll be a nice alternative to French fries, and introduce our little guide to some new flavors and some new vegetables. So it'll be a nice fall side to go with our hamburger, since the root vegetables are really in the fall. That'll be a nice change. So I hope y'all enjoyed the recipe and the tips. I'll take a picture later and let y'all know how everything turned out. Take care, bon appetit.